Finally got all of the Dungeons and Dragons figures and we're going to open them right now. Starting with Hank. Now, I'm always worried about windowless packaging because you're never really sure what you're going to get, but I'm sure it's going to be fine. We're just going to pull out Hank here now. Oh my word. What is... Now, obviously, that was a joke. We're going to go through all of them in a second. Now, if you don't know what D&D is, or Dungeons and Dragons, the cartoon anyway, it was a very kind of popular cartoon for me in the 80s. I loved the hell out of it. And it was based on the game, which I did not know of as a kid. I wasn't aware of it. I only was aware of the cartoon, and it was incredible. And sadly, it did not get a proper ending. It was cancelled before the very last episode, but you can find the script and a fan-made kind of rendition of that last episode if you go and search it out. I think it's on the DVDs as well. But anyway, we're going to have a look at the figures that came out with the celebrating the 40th anniversary. There's a bit of controversy with these figures. As you can see, I've already opened Hank here. This is not Hank. This is just a sprout. Let's fix that. This is Hank, and there was a lot of controversy about this figure because a lot of people were opening it and his limbs were all, like fell off and things like that. I have not had any issues with this figure when I opened it. The only issues I have had is it's really tough to pose him. I'm really worried about like bending these articulation points because I feel like I need to get a hairdryer or something out just to kind of loosen them, I think. And I think that's what I would do, to be honest. But it was really tough to get a really good angle for putting the bow in his hands and everything. But like other than that, if you look, and it's good because we've got the reference point to have a look at the what the figure looks like, because we've got the cartoon there. So he looks pretty good. I mean, the colour's a little bit off with the tunic compared to this one, because it's a bit like more of a darker green than the one they've got on the cartoon there. The eyes could do with being a bit more blue, but whatever, I'm pulling hairs there, aren't I? But he looks pretty good, I think. I mean, the boots look a different colour than the boots they got on there. It's weird. If you're going to put a picture of the character on the box, then he kind of should look like the character, I'll be honest. But I guess you're never really sure what you're going to get, even though they do show you the picture of the figure in there. But it's the worrying thing about a windowless package. And I know, get it, because it's good for the environment or whatever, because there's less plastic. But you could put anything in there. Case in point, what I did with the skit at the start. But you can see I got this on offer. It was £14, and that's the reason I started collecting these, because I didn't want to pay full price for these when they first came out, because I heard of a lot of the issues people were having with them, the breaking and everything. But I'll be honest, I'm very happy with them. I wish you could pose them better, because I really want to use this weapon. This is all the things you get, by the way. You get the bow, you get the figure, you get, well, 2 bows, the action bow, let's call it, a normal bow, and you get a dice. I guess that connects to the game version of this whole thing. Right, so the figure looks good. Can he stand up on his own? Well, let's do this standing up on it. I mean, he's got peg holes at the bottom, so you can put him on a stand if needs be. But I always like it when you don't need a stand, because, well, it's less money to buy stands. But there you go, he does stand up, and we'll have we'll put him with the rest of them later on. But I'm quite happy with him. I mean, he feels a bit cheap, and you've seen the I don't know if it's a Super 7 who are bringing out these figures now, and obviously a lot more expensive, but these are kind of toy versions. I'm happy with him. He looks pretty good. Let's zoom in on his face a little bit. Here we go, there we go. Is his teeth coming through, or has he got like white lipstick? I'm not quite sure. I'm guessing it's supposed to be his teeth, because he's not showing his teeth on the cartoon there. But he looks pretty good, I think. He's not too bad. Okay, I'm going to get the sprout out of the way. Not too bad at all. Let's have a look at the next one, which I have also unboxed. And that would be Diana. Now, her staff, a bow staff, I guess you would call it, is not that special to look at, really. It's just a green stick. And, you know, let's compare it to the box. I got this one for £14 as well at the time. So, like, nearly half off. And she kind of looks the same. I mean, the cartoon, the front of the cover there, looks pretty good. The colours are about a good match, I guess. There's nothing like glaringly obviously different, but decent. By the way, when we unbox these in a minute, you'll see how lackluster they are when you get them out. I have an issue with the way these are boxed, but we'll get to them in a second when we open the others. Again, it's really tough to pose this one. I think this is tougher than Hank, to be honest. These points here, look at that. I just do not want to pull that. I feel like the whole peg's just going to come out. You know what I mean? It's the only issue. It looks like it can be bent. It's supposed to be bent, so I can kind of... Well, obviously, because she wants to... How is she going to battle anyone just walking across like that? She needs to bend her arms, but she cannot. These will not bend, and it's not on that side, it's on both sides as well. So I do need to get a hairdryer or something like that and loosen up that joint, because I am not doing it like this, because you can see it's already pulling away. That will snap off. Head's fine, the same with Hank. Kind of moves, got some articulation points there. Knees, totally fine as well. They're good as well. It's just those... Look, but she looks good there. I'll hold them there. And you can put this one on. For some reason, I like the standard weapons, I guess, because I'm going to have them all standing next to each other. And I don't know. These with the kind of action points on them, I'm not as impressed. They're alright. Just they're a bit flat, aren't they? But if you look with Hank, I kind of like his normal bow. I mean, Hank's other bow, it does look pretty cool. But as is, I'm kind of happy with it. But yeah, there is Diana. I think it looks pretty good. Let's actually unbox some now. And by the way, just before we do that, this is the dice, if anyone's bothered. You get 20-sided dice. I don't know why everyone gets a different dice. Why does Diana get 20 and why does Hank get 8? We don't know. Okay, put them over here. This is Eric. Now, Eric was kind of my favourite character. It was either a toss-up between Eric and Sheila. But Eric was kind of cool. I kind of thought, like... I mean, I'm going to do a rewatch of it soon and see if this still holds up. But I always felt sorry for Eric because he has to be sarcastic. It was this kind of defense mechanism because he was a coward. So I kind of got it. But we're going to open this thing up now. The issue with this one, as unboxing these, as you'll see now, I actually need a knife, don't I? Let's do it. Let's get a knife. You know, we mean business when we get the knife out. Here we go. Carefully does it. Now, it's just because of sellotape. Now, when I was unboxing Rio Blast, the Motu figure, I was talking about collecting or keeping hold of the backing boards. I don't think I'm going to keep hold of the packaging with these because there's not really much to them, you know? That really doesn't do much for me. I don't think it looks that great. Just shows off the figure. I mean, and that's it. And then the front has got a bit of artwork. I guess the front looks better than the back compared to like the Motu figures. It's not that inspiring. Also, because it's not like a blister pack. It's just I just don't like cardboard packaging like this. You can probably guess. Now, this is the worst part of the packaging here. You pull it out eventually if you can. Let's put the knife away. And you just get this, you treated this lovely little bit of cardboard. Cardboard vessel, let's call it, with a bunch of stuff. And it just feels like it's a bit disrespectful to the actual figure. This is someone who's saying this has got a sprout with a face on the side, just melting away. Over here, look at the state of that. It just feels a bit disrespectful to which it's from all of this in there like that. It's just, you know what I mean? Just feels like, I used to work in a shop and the front of the shop was always amazing. It was already very clean. Everyone came in and, had a good experience buying products. But in the back in the warehouse bit, that's where everything kind of was a bit all over the place. Because the public was not going to go in here. This is what it kind of feels like with the toys. You just flung it in. Like, it shouldn't be like this for the consumer, should it? You can imagine all of this would be like this in the warehouse where they got to pick out the parts to put in these things. But it shouldn't be displayed like that for us. And I know it's because of like plastic, but they have actually got tape in there, so there's plastic going on there. But there must be a better way to display it, I'm all about the packaging with these things. It's like part of the process. The toy is like, I can't wait to get to that point. But unboxing it is like part of the fun as well. And this isn't fun. So, I'm just going to rip her open because I'm not keeping any of this up. Here's a shield anyway. Wow, I like the shield actually. The shield with the kind of, the aura around it. Very nice, yeah. Eric's shield. He's got a 9-sided dice by the look of it. 9? I don't know. 0 count, maybe 10. Put that down. Some instructions. And let's get to the figure here. It's weird, isn't it? Because all of the other figures have got 2 versions of the weapon. And I wonder if Eric has just got the kind of special shield. I wonder if this can come off. This might be able to be removed. It looks like it possibly can. Yeah, maybe that's how they've done it. Again, I'm just going to rip this open. Oh, instantly, he looks a bit bare. I mean, I like the cape though. I mean, I wish it was material, I'll be honest. But I like the little smirk he's got. The sarcastic smirk. Looks pretty good. Let's compare him to the front cover and see if there's any differences. The cartoon. Right, straight away. Where's the blue? He's just got the... Where's the silver? Where's this come from? That's completely different. Isn't it? It's got more of a Colossus feel from like Marvel. But the missing of this blue element here of his dress, which is odd. He went for silver instead. I wonder what the reasoning for that was. I mean, he looks a little bit because he needs a shield as well. And yeah, this has also got the same issue with the these joints here. I mean, it's no problem really because I'll get a hairdryer to them, as I keep saying, and I'll just loosen it a bit. But if you get these figures, because the issue with these figures now is I think Hasbro are discontinuing them because there's no talk of a wave 3. 2 waves of these figures have come out, and we still haven't got like Tiamat or what was the other character? The shadow character. I can't remember his name off the top of my head. There's a bunch of other characters they could have, and they're not here. So I'm guessing they're just going to end it with these figures. I guess so. You might, if you're going to be after them yourself, you might have an issue. Better hurry up, I guess. This is why I wanted all of them. So let's put the shield on, if possible. Right, how does it attach? Clicks on, anyway like that. But I can't bend his arm because of that joint issue. So he's just going to have to be like that for the time being until I loosen that joint. I'm hoping that actually works as well. I'm guessing it should. It's really weird. They've really dropped the ball with these figures, haven't they? Not been able to articulate them. Because as adults, that's what we want to do. We want to pose them in like kind of action poses, I guess. You know? That's what people do with all the figures. But like, if you're just going to hold it like that. Still cool though, still cool. I'm happy with them. I'm just going to have to mess around with them. But anyway, I'm going to put him here. With his die. I like his face more than anything, to be honest. I like the little smirk he's got. He's very much Eric, isn't he? Encompasses that character, but yeah, there you go. That's Eric. Let's move on to Bobby and Uni. Let's see. So at the front, it looks like we get a club and Uni. I mean, it's just a 2-figure pack, this, isn't it? Okay, let's get the knife out. Here we go. And cut it. Oh, there's 2 bits of tape on this one. Ooh. I should say, as I was talking about before, these are getting harder and harder to get hold of. Case in point to that, one of them that was getting sent to me arrived in the worst state I've ever seen anything arrive in. It was terrible, and if I've got a fit photo of it, I'll put it here. They just sent it in a bag without no protection whatsoever. Literally just a mailing bag with like a figure like that. So I had to complain and get another sent to me from somewhere else. I just can't believe people would send action figures like that. It's ridiculous. I feel like it's not just me complaining. It's like, why would you do that? Especially with a figure like this, you know, is not going to a kid. No kid is getting into the art cartoon series of Dungeons and Dragons. Now here we go again. Here's the ceremony over this. They look mummified, don't they? That's Uni. Oh, bless Uni. He can't breathe. He's just suffocating in there. Let's get him out. Let's free him. Let's get him some air. Oh. Got everything here, so another die in there, I guess 10-sided, 11-sided, 12-sided, oh, whatever. There he is. He's protecting the club. Uni looks pretty good, actually. Reminds me of the worm from the Labyrinth Funko. The little one to put on the side. But does that stand up instantly? I do. Yes. Good. Looks good. Looks good. Yeah. Was that the most annoying sound in all cartoons when Uni used to go, yeah, yeah? It's like the baby crying in Mario Yoshi. Yoshi's Island, sorry. Looks good. Well, again, got red eyes on the front here, but purple eyes here. It's weird, isn't it? It's weird that he put artwork on the front that doesn't match the actual... I don't know. I don't understand why he did that. The club looks good. Loads of detail on it. I think that's probably the most detailed weapon out of all of them so far, to be honest. I mean, I'm being fair with the bow staff before, but that's pretty good. Flat on the top. Well, even that, it's got like some detail there. Anyway, let's have a look at Bobby Davro. Imagine. Hopefully he's intact. Be careful. He's got a bit of tape around his head as well. Okay, here we go. Oh, he looks pretty good. Looks pretty good. His head moves around. He looks a bit like Chucky. Got a Chucky look. Gonna be my friend to the end. Again, same issues with this. Do not want to bend these joints. It's mostly these elbow joints, isn't it? Just do not want to bend them at all. Kind of fine at the arm, I guess, ish, if I move it around a bit. But even then, I'm a bit worried about them. Knees, oh, that one's fine. This one's not. That one is really not. Oh my word. You just do not. I wonder what the issue was. If he's just been stored for so long, or he flew over from America and he's just been really cold. I don't know. That's ridiculous. But like, anyway, but let's try and put the club in his hand. There we go. Goes in there. Looks good, I think. Looks good there. Him and Uni. Look at her. Yeah, shut up, Uni. He never hit him. He never hit him. We all thought he would do. Right, does he stand up? This is going to be a tough one because he's got holding the club. He actually stands up. There you go. You can't really see there. I'm going to put him over here. Oh, Eric's fell over. Still got more to go. Still got more to go. Put Uni there. Let's put his... Sprouts fell over. Right, next one. Presto. This is a fan favourite one, isn't it? Let's have a look. Let's open Presto up. Right, one bit of tape on this one. Okay. And just before we have a look, here's Presto on the front. You can't get this one wrong, can you? You can't get this wrong. He's green. He's got red, kind of brownish hair. Got red eyes on there for some reason. I mean, it's brown, really, isn't it? And a kind of I don't know what that is. A sack for magic. Magic sack. He's got a triangular die in this as well. Presto, let's have a look. Open this one up. Special packaging opening time. Ooh. Oh, is this just a bag for the hat? That's interesting, if it is. Oh no, what that is? Oh, is this magic aura? Okay. Oh, and a hat. Yes, and a hat. And what's that? That is hair. That's interesting. First one with removable hair. And here's the dice. There we go. Oh, this one's holding them in place. Look at that. Okay, Presto, we're going to let you out. I mean, he's already whole there, unless I've just done it. His fingers popping out, giving him somewhere to breathe. He's already got hair. So why has he got extra hair? Is it because... I don't know why. Can you put the hair in this hat? I guess you can. Can you give him double hair? I know that's everyone's saying now. Can you give him double hair? Yes, you can. I don't know why you'd want to, but you definitely can. Can you put the hair on somebody else? You're probably saying, can you put the hair on Eric? Will it fit? Yes, you can. He looks ridiculous, but you definitely can put Presto's spare hair on Eric. I don't know why you'd want to do that. But anyway, let's put Eric back, because we're looking at Presto right now. I don't like the idea of taking his hair off. Are you supposed to take his hair off? Because you need to attach the hat, and the only way you can attach the hat is putting the hair on. But you definitely want to put the hat on Presto. Like, I wouldn't have him without the hat. That's like his part of his trademark, isn't it? So, hat stuck to the hair now. Right, let's see if we can get this off without breaking his hair. I've got a feeling I'll break it though. Oh my word. He looks horrific now. But anyway, let's make him better by putting the hair on. Right, here we go. There's the Presto we all know and love. Ish. Is he got his head in the right way? Yeah. Actually, no. It's not properly on. That's better. It's better. Right. So what do we do with this aura? We've got the spare hair, which we'll put over there. We got this. This goes in his hand, I guess. I don't understand. Oh, that goes there. And I kind of get it. Well, how am I going to connect it to his other hand? Well, there's Presto anyway. I'll figure it out later on. Probably. But the figure itself looks good. You can see underneath is oh, got a cape, but can you go underneath? I know in a weird way. I just want to see if there are actual legs underneath there, not mold. Yeah, it's fine. No real detail. But again, you don't really see under the cape that much. He looks like he's going to put a guitar in his hand, doesn't he? I mean, I really need to fix that magic. I'll have a proper go in a second. Right, next figure. This is one of my favourites. We're looking at Sheila right now. Now, they can't get this one wrong, can they? There's not much here. She's wearing a purple cape. Everything's purple. Basically wearing all Prince's attire. Imagine Prince being in this and being Sheila. I don't know what I'm talking about. But anyway, right, so we expect... I'm not saying any differences. Oh, actually. This is lighter than they put on there. Well, we'll see. Well, we'll see. Okay, in the accessories bag first. A normal dice. Well, normal to me anyway. So I'm trying out. Okay, the cape is an accessory in this one. Plastic molded cape. No fabric or anything in these. Oh, she looks good, I'll be honest. She looks good. A lot lighter though. A lot lighter than the cartoon version on the front. She has actually already got a cape. Is this to mark that she's invisible with this cape? And when you put the other one on, she's not invisible? You can take the head off and put that back on. Guess that's what it means. But does that just come off? Do you have to take a whole head off to do it? I guess you would. Okay. Do we want to do that? I don't know if I want to do that. Only because of like how fragile every bit part of these figures feel. Like, again. Oh, look at this. Oh my god, guys, one of the elbows moves. Does the elbow? Oh my god. First figure where both elbows work. Amazing. We can actually pose Sheila. What about the knees? Oh, no, can't pose that one. Can't pose that one either. Damn it. I think she looks ace though. It's got the eyes wrong. It's supposed to be green. And they're grey here. I mean, the cartoon cover might be wrong. To be honest, I'm just going by that because I'm not going by memory. But she looks good. Actually, she looks really good. I mean, it's a shame you can't take her hood off completely, I guess. I mean, I suppose you could do that with this. You could take this off when the hood comes off. Let me have a go. Is this hood stuck to her? If I have a pry, I'm just going to take a head off. But you should be able to take heads off and things like that. It's very... Oh, we go. The hood comes off. Can I just take this off now? That's good. We can take this off so she can go hoodless. Feels like this should be better if you have some connector or something so you don't have to keep taking the head off. But it feels like I do have to do that. Right, so have a look. Is it just a peg I put in? You know what? I am not going to try that. I'm not. I think it's too fragile. I really do. But the pull, it felt like I was stretching the plastic. Again, it might be a case of better if I get a hairdryer on it first. Let's put the hood back on as much as I can. I think she looks fantastic though. She's one of the best looking ones there. And I think when I was trying to find this is one of the hardest ones to get. But yeah, she looks great. Let's put it over here with tape. Now the last one's a bit of a special one because it is Dungeon Master and Venger. I can't wait to have a look at this one. I think you get a bit of a backdrop as well to use all the figures on, so that's something I'm really looking forward to, although I do not know where that's going to go yet. Let's see if this can be opened up easy enough as well. Yeah. I'm properly cutting into the box there. Okay, there's more tape somewhere. There we go. That down. Let's see what the presentation is on this one. This is a lot more expensive than the others. Wow. Okay, there's a lot of stuff in this. Oh my god, we got a proper bag? Like a proper bag? Not just a bit of paper? Interesting. I don't even know what that'd be, because we've got, obviously these are the two figures. This is another bit of cardboard. This is the backdrop, which is like heavy cardboard. I'll show this to the main camera because... Oh, that looks pretty good actually. That looks pretty... So one side is basically the theme park, which you see in the intro. And then the back is kind of the D&D logo, multiple times. You could use both sides really. I like that. To kind of put... I mean, it's quite long though, isn't it? I've got to try and go find a good place for it. Which I won't find at all. But I will set it up here, so I'll do an end photo or a little montage with them. so you can see them against it. Right, let's open up the little one then, which I'm guessing the little one's got to be Dungeon Master. So we compare to the front cover of the box. We may as well. We've done that with all the others. Apologies for all the wrapping sounds. There he is. It looks massive on the cover. There he is. I mean, it's Dungeon Master. He looks brilliant, to be honest. He looks really good. Get rid of all this. He looks good. I'm happy with him. Is there any differences? Not that I can see. He's got a really long finger, which is weird. I mean, is that what he did in the show? I can't remember. I did watch the first episode the other day for the first time in a long time. It's a great show. Not much going. It's all moulded feet, but I guess, like, do you really want to see underneath Dungeon Master's robes? I certainly don't. And it's good because he's quite solid there, so he'll just plant himself down until he falls over. Pretty good. But the articulation points are literally just his arms. These kind of move around a little bit. But again, I do not trust these to move. I would not do it, even though his arm's in a really weird position. I do not want to move it. Same with this. Even that's supposed to be bent forward. But the arms do move. But the hands, yeah, I wouldn't touch. Head moves like this. This gets off. And he's got like moulded hair. Fine. I think it looks great. One of the best figures so far. I mean, you can't go really wrong with him. I'm interested in what the hell that bag is. Anyway, let's look at Venger. This is going to be cool. Oh, wow. Oh, interesting. Instantly quite different, though, isn't he? Oh, for some reason I thought his robes were black, not they are like... No, wait a minute, is black there? Are they kind of grey underneath? I didn't know. I don't know, actually. I'm going to Google it right now. Where are we? Oh, no, yes, so it's right. It is grey at the bottom. For some reason, I thought it was all black. Maybe because I'm so used to him being on the horse. Oh, my God. His horse would be a cool one to get, wouldn't it? If you're looking at other waves. I've got so much stuff on this desk now. But he looks good. I mean, I suppose the one thing I would say for him, I haven't said this for any of them, is that I kind of wish he could change out his head for different styles because he's just got this one look. I mean, everyone else has got one look, but for some reason I've been happy with everything else. But when you see him on the cover with that, like, that shriek look, that shout, like, scary look, I kind of want that rather than, like, oh, I'm suspicious. You know what I mean? That kind of suspicious, like, little sarky, suspicious look. Oh, meme or something. But no, he looks good. He's got, like, he changes how he can change his hands out. One with shooting out these bolts, fire bolts. Again, will I do that in the state that, and then in the vulnerable state that they're in? That's interesting. So he's got robes as well, which is, oh, actually he's got cardboard underneath them to keep them. Take that out, I guess. First time seeing that, and you can kind of look underneath if you want. I mean, you can see joints. You can see joints in the legs down there. But I don't understand why you need them. Because this is solid. It's pretty solid, this. So those joints are kind of redundant, whatever. Because he's just going to stand up straight, isn't he, like that? So you're never going to see him, like, start to run anywhere. He floats most of the time, doesn't he? Which is weird. Does he float? I can't remember. He's got the horse. I need to rewatch more of it. Anyway, his head moves slightly side to side. I mean, oh, he does this. Like, I don't know if that's intentional. Almost like a Motu thing where he can swings back and forth, like let him go. I think that's just a joint thing, isn't it? Underneath. But yeah, Venger, very good. Oh, what's this hole in the back for? Oh, are these the wings? Of course, on the back. So this is what must be the wings. The bag off of the wings. Let's open it. Like opening a bag of crisps. Ooh. Ooh, nice. Nice, nice, nice. What's in another bag? Oh yeah, the biggest die known to man. Look at the size of that one. You can see that with the others. That is huge. And he's got another one. I guess that's for Dungeon Master, the little one. Or it could be the way around, you never know. But I'm guessing it's for him. Let's attach these, as if I'm not going to attach these. Let's make sure they put them the right way, because that'll be embarrassing, wouldn't it? That's as much as you can get it in without properly pushing it. But to be honest, you're never going to look at the back of him, are you? But now he looks like the way he does on the front. I guess they're knocked everyone over. Well, there you have it. That is Venger, and that is Dungeon Master. I could swap out the arms again. I normally would. I definitely would in a lot of these unboxings. I will swap out the accessories and to see what they look like. But I'm just so worried that I'm going to snap off these limbs. This is what has been said before about these figures, and I totally understand it. They all feel very vulnerable. I think they look cool though. It's just that, like, if you want to pose them in a particular way and put them on your shelf. And before I do that, I'm definitely going to have to try and loosen them up. Anyway, let's have a look at what they look like with the backdrop. So overall, if you can see here, I've got the whole setup. It looks pretty good, to be honest. All the figures together look incredible. And especially if you've got some stands there, I need to get some more stands. But with the backdrop, it looks pretty good, actually. Like, yeah, each one of them's got their own issues. Let's, like, not try and, you know, lie about this. They definitely have issues with the articulation and the fact that, like, if you push them too much, you're going to break them. That's just a simple rule. I'm worried about changing parts of them that you should be able to change. That is an issue. But when all said, they all together, they look absolutely brilliant. And for someone who's never had any Dungeons & Dragons figures, this is absolutely fantastic. I don't think I'm going to be able to afford the really expensive ones anytime soon anyway. Look, I've even used the spare Presto hair to put on my little sprout. Isn't that great? But yeah, I'm very happy about those. Again, I just want to say a big massive thank you to WispySong and the community who got me these figures, the ones to complete my collection. I'm very grateful to you, mate, because these are going to look great if I can find a place to put them. But anyway, thank you so much for watching this, and I'll have another unboxing soon. Probably going to be a lot of Motu figures because, let's face it, I've got a lot up there to get through to. So if you want to see more videos like this and me doing toy hunts and things like that, please give us a subscribe. That's the word. I'll see you next time. Bye.